Hey there, everybody. Welcome back with the Plat. Oh snap! Welcome back with the Plat. Purplatypus is the name. And today we are talking about this deck right here, KAZAR and Friends. So this is the deck I've been using to climb for the last day or so. And this deck has been so fucking killer. Absolutely powerhouse of a deck. Until you get the unlucky matchup. Sometimes the locations aren't great, but honestly, a lot of the locations I think work pretty well with this. But sometimes you're going to go up against an Electra or a Killmonger and you just instantly lose. Not much you can do about that. You can overcome an Electra, but you can't overcome a Killmonger. But so there is some tech you could run for that. But before we get too deep into it, I just want to say this deck list is pretty much lifted from TLSG. At least that's where I got the original deck list from. His deck list and mine are a little bit different, but it's really just a preference thing, I think, in the one drops. I'm running Squirrel Girl and Iceman. He is not running Squirrel Girl and Iceman. He is running a Misty Knight and a Utau. I don't know his name. Uatu. Uatu. Honestly, I don't know who this character is, but he's the Watcher. So those are the two that I'm not running that he is running. Probably for, good. Either he didn't have these unlocked and they're more beginner friendly, or the cards he chose are just better. That is possible. I really like Iron Man and I really like Squirrel Girl, especially Squirrel Girl with like a KAZAR. But what is this deck? This deck is essentially a zoo deck, is the way it's been described. An aggro deck is a way you could say it, but there's not really aggro. It's a tempo deck. It's a deck with a lot of one drops and then anthem effects. Basically, if you've played Magic the Gathering, this is like white, a lot. We make a lot of soldiers, and then we have then we buff the whole board, right? So we got one drops, and we're trying to run one drops that have extra synergy, right? Hawkeye, I think, could probably be replaced. He's not like insane. He does go up to 3 power, which is a little bit above rate for a one cost. You see, most of them are 1/2s. I do think something like I think something like the Watcher or Yondu could potentially replace Hawkeye for me. But I like him right now. Squirrel Girl making many tokens is like the perfect card. Iceman for disruption, Korg for disruption. And then we have 2 1-drops that are pretty much here to synergize with Angela. So Angela has, whenever you play a card at her location, she gets +2 power. So she gets fucking beefy very fast. Very, very strong card. And when you have things like Iron Fist and Nightcrawler, you're able to move shit around more frequently, right? So like if you have Angela down and you place a Nightcrawler after her, then she gets the boost. But normally you're restricted because there's only 3 spots. But now you can have the Nightcrawler teleport out and you can put something in there and she can gain more power. Same thing with Iron Fist. So you can actually get 5 total things in her spot. I like putting Ant-Man to the left of her because Iron Fist will come around at some point and kick something off of her lane into Ant-Man's lane to help him get what he needs. But then we have like 2 fat boys, right? We have every time you play a card, get +2 power. 2 power whenever you play a card on her lane. And then we got Bishop, which is whenever you play a card, it gains +1 power. It doesn't matter where you play it. Every time you play a card, Bishop gets stronger. It's a very, very cool looking variant that I bought, by the way. But yeah, so we got a couple of big boys that synergize with playing a lot, but then we've got 3 anthem effects. So 8 of our cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of our cards are tokens, 1-drops. Then we've got 2 guys that get bigger by playing 1-drops. And then we have 3 cards that are going to buff all the 1-drops. Your 1-cost cards have +1 power. Now, what's interesting is this guy does actually buff all the cards, including the 2 and 3-cost cards, because they get buffed when we play a card. So frequently when you play this, it will be doing an AoE buff to the whole team. Iron Man is a great just finisher. Suddenly adds 12 power to a row for a discount, even cheaper than Hulk. And then Blue Marvel is basically KAZAR 2.0, bigger version. Your other cards have +1 power. So the only thing I've thought about changing about this deck, the strategy is pretty simple. You can go pretty wide, but you really want to focus on 2 rows, get them stacked up, and then get Iron Man on the one that is the most competitive, right? Because typically opponents are going to you're going to have an early tempo lead because you're playing a lot of stuff early on, and they're going to kind of ignore the lane that you've put a lot of stuff into. And so that's usually the lane you're not going to need to Iron Man, and then you Iron Man the other lane, and that could push you forward. The only tech cards I could think about that I've been considering running are armor, right? For armor here. Ongoing cards at this location can't be destroyed. I'd probably replace Bishop with this, honestly. I like Bishop, but Bishop is already questionable for me, where he comes in a little late, because you might want to play Bishop, then KAZAR, Iron Man, Blue Marvel, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you do that, he's only a 1, 2, 3, 4. He's only a 3 mana, you know, 4. A 3/4 is like not great. I mean, obviously he'll get buffs from this, but he by himself for a 3/4. He's better when you play 1-drops afterwards, but then you can't play these that much as much. Armor, I think it does prevent cards from being destroyed, but also part of me is like, just kind of accept the bad matchup, the really hard counters, and don't get tricked into going 8 cubes deep, you know, on these kinds of things. But it can be tough. Armor is definitely something that I like. You put it in the quote unquote safe lane, right? Like after you put Angela down, you Nightcrawler out, your Iron Fist something away, you have 1 slot open, just put armor down there, make it so nothing there can get killed, and then you're probably good. But I haven't done that yet. And also the other one is Onslaught here. Onslaught doubles the ongoing effects at this location. So if you ignore Iron Man, although doubling, I don't know if Iron Man gets doubled, actually. I don't know if he doubles, because it says is doubled. So I don't know if it actually goes ×4 or if it's just the same. But if you have KAZAR and Blue Marvel, or it's KAZAR, I like KAZAR, it just sounds cooler to me. KAZAR and Blue Marvel in a lane, and then you drop Onslaught, so you go 4, 5, and then 6. You do miss out on playing a 1-drop on the final turn, which is pretty big, at least for like spreading some damage out, but you get to double their effect. So it's like you have 2 KAZARs and 2 Blue Marvels. The only reason I'm not running that is it does make it a little more clunky. It is harder to get the dream draw, right? Because then you need to play KAZAR on 4, you need to play Blue Marvel on 5, then you need to play Onslaught on 6, all 3 of them in the same row. And it doesn't work out a lot. Whereas Iron Man is just a card that comes down, doubles the power. You can also play a 1-drop on top of it to push a lot of power out of nowhere. I think it usually works out better. Now Onslaught does add 7 power himself, but I found it a bit hard to make it work the way I want. But yeah, that's the general strategy. If you guys want to see more Marvel Snap videos, let me know. I'm working on other decks. I'm trying to get ideas from other content creators as well. You know, people that have been playing for a long time, they have better ideas of the kinds of archetypes that exist. I'm still learning a lot. I'm kind of trying to get good with the decks that I'm playing with, more so than trying really hard to then reinvent the wheel. I'm basically, people already have figured out a lot of the meta, and so I'm kind of trying to more discover that. And then I am going to start making my own decks. Like I really want to make a collector deck. When a card enters your hand from anywhere except your deck, +1 power, that card this is fucking cool. I really want to make a collector deck, but not today. Anyway, much love. Purplatypus is Purplatypus. Enjoy the games. I'll see you in the next video. All right, hungry. Let's see if you could handle this meal. So what are we doing here? Whoever has more here gets a +100 power. So that's a pretty scary one for me, I think, because of the way Electra works. I think I'm gonna Ant-Man there. It's kind of so one of the things I think it's Fearmonger and Electra can kill our 1-drops, which can make it pretty hard to win the Mojo world, I think, because at the final turn they could bring our 4 down to a 3 and then they just instantly win, right? Drawing 2 cards seems really good. I'll take that. They did Electra early, so now we can just kind of give up on that row, I think. We got a second KAZAR. That's pretty sick. So I wonder if we Iron Man. Then we Iron Fist and we play KAZAR here and he moves over here. Right? We're giving up on that one. The second they electroed it, that was like, that's over. So we play KAZAR. We play their KAZAR. And that buffs this. He gets moved over. And then we have another spot here where you can play Nightcrawler. and move Nightcrawler and play a second KAZAR. And then we could even play, like, if we draw like an Iron Man, Iceman on the final turn. No bishop in this game, it doesn't look like. I don't think it's going to be the right turn for him. I think we could snap this. Oh! To the left. I thought it was to the right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, so now we have to go deep on this one, right? We can play Nightcrawler. I mean, Iron Man's pretty good there. And then we could do Korg, Blue Marvel here. We'd move Nightcrawler, we'd do Korg here and Blue Marvel here, I think, though. Iron Fist, that's just the inexperience, you know. I mean, I think this one's already, like, set, right? I don't think we need to do anything. So, I think we play Iron Man instead, just to get all that power. And then we just Korg here. I mean, neither Korg, Iceman doesn't matter. I like Iceman more than I like Korg. This is 4, 8, 12, brings me up to 24. Or I get Blue Marvel. I don't think we snap back. I think we could win this. If they have like Killmonger, we lose. But if they don't, I'm feeling pretty confident here, actually. Iron Man's pretty darn powerful. Ah. No, we lose. Oh, no, we go up to 24. That's right, that's right, that's right. For some reason, I thought we go up to 16. I forgot to calculate the Nightcrawler in my second calculation, the initial one I did. Never mind. Oh, baby. 1 in a row. Let's go. Oh, kitty boy. Many hewn man? First to fill that up. Well, you know what? I don't like having to put Angela there. Okay, well, I mean, you know. An opponent snap me, I'm gonna snap him back. If it lead to the snaps, then that be that. I'm not gonna just snap back. Call me a coward. I want my points. No cards are revealed this turn. I would like to draw 2 1-drops somehow. Squirrel Girl is basically 2 1-drops. If I draw, I mean, I could drop this. No, I have to draw. Draw. All right, so basically there's 2 cards in our deck that don't let us fill this next turn. We're open for Iron Fist. Angela loses a lot, but a 6-cost card draws a 6-cost card, it costs 0. It's weird as it doesn't say a random 6-cost card, but it is random. Oh, I mean, that's pretty good. Maybe we snap. But it's not a huge deal because we don't even have like a... It is Iron Fist. Well, isn't that something? I think we snap. I think we snap. I don't think they could put 3 cards here, right? Oh, man. Does that move me to the right or left? He's temporarily done, but we move Look at all this. The synergies. Oh, because it moves to the right, the left, not the right. Fuck! God damn it, I'm stupid. All right. I mean, we want you here. We want you and Iron Man here, though, right? Oh, it's not. But if I do this, it fills it up. So I think I want to wait to do that till next turn. I think we just Iceman this turn. Because if we want it all stacked here... I'm hoping that they're just going to give up on this one. Looks like maybe not. We still could draw another KAZAR, though. Is this overkill in this row? Is that overkill? It is very big. So we're doing this for sure. We move the forward. So it's 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then do we just play Iron Man here instead? Because they have 0 there. I think it'd be too much dedication for this row.
I am Iron Man.
Killmonger. All right, well, you know, that happens. The fact that we're not dead is staggering. 5, we could do, I mean, this is just, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 6 power, whereas this is just 2, 4, 5, it's actually more power here. But, I mean, hey, you know, you got a Killmonger, sometimes that happens. Man, we actually almost got there, too. Look at that. Look how close that was. I will say, for them having a Killmonger, it was close. Did we get an 8 snap? Yeah. I mean, they knew something we didn't. You know, got to be watching out for those Killmongers if you're running this build for sure. But cards here have -1 power. Yeah, maybe we don't tempt the fates there. Oh no, they're winning. I do think I like, no, we want Angela in the middle. Or, sorry, on the right. Because then we could play Iron Fist, and then we could, like, move shit over. Into Ant-Man's row. I think I like them being set up like this. Okay. Well, that's going to be a little rough. But not, maybe not terrible. I am interested to know how this interaction works. If we go Iron Fist, Hawkeye. And then, I don't know, we just play Korg. I'm interested to know which on reveal. I assume it's still here. So if we play something here, then Hawkeye will still get stronger. So that does go off, and then it moves them. And so we still have to play something here for him to be good. On turn 6, you can move things there. Why do I have Cable in this deck? That's a mistake. There's not supposed to be Cable. What? Maybe I got Cable and Bishop mixed up in my like head. In my mind, I just saw a guy with a gun. I was like, yeah, okay. Is a really bad KAZAR. Okay. We draw their most expensive card. Moon Girl is their most expensive card. Okay. Yondu. Hey, we could draw from their deck. How many cards are left in their deck? 5. I mean, maybe we just do this and we drop this. Hope to draw something crazy next turn. Whatever, we're destroying something from their deck and then drawing from their deck. It's a very weird situation. It's never too late for Angela. Cable's got to come out. I honestly don't even know why he's here. They took my KAZAR, though. Well, I took their second KAZAR. We got rock. We put a rock in their deck, and then we drew the rock, huh? I mean, we just... Oh, but I could do this. Maybe I just do this, though. All right, let's see what happens. I forgot this is New York. I need to get better at these fucking locations, bro. Luckily, the Weird World doesn't seem to be that bad because they're not running that many run drops, right? They have 2 1-drops on the field. The rest is Sentinel. Bishop is not very good. I mean, it's very good, but it's not good as a 3-mana 1 energy. Double Cable, draw all their cards. Thank God Cable. Maybe Cable, we didn't. Maybe Cable's in their deck. Wait, that was probably what it is, right? Cable must be in their deck, and I just forgot. My hair looks like a fucking bowl cut right now. So I think it's very reasonable to run armor in this deck. And in fact, I think you should run armor in this deck. But I'm not quite skilled enough and knowledgeable enough to know which decks run Killmonger to when I play the guy, you know? And I guess I like Korg. I like giving them more chances to draw that shitty ass rock. My Ant-Man. Nightcrawler is kind of just always good, you know? I'm just gonna double down here for now. And then we'll play Iron Fist here. Nah, we play Iron Fist here for sure, right? They draw a card from my deck. Luckily, I'm not playing Electra. But I don't know when armor is good yet, you know? Oh, that's pretty nice. Kind of wish I was playing Misty Knight. Guess we just play Iceman and move him to the center, huh? Well, we have a good turn 5 and 6. They only had 4 cards in their hand, so, you know, we had a 25% chance to hit something really good. All right, so this is obviously the ideal. The question is, are we going to buff? Where are we putting Iron Man? Do we put Iron Man? I think we put Iron Man. Blue Marvel, KAZAR. Blue Marvel here, KAZAR here, and then we Iron Man. Or do we Iron Man the center here? The center seems to be where the fight's going to be, so we probably want to plan on Iron Man being there, right? So let's do this. Leave him there. We're going to Blue Marvel maybe here. That is unwise. thank God they did not understand what they were doing. So I still want Blue Marvel here, I think. Yeah, this is going to be a bigger battleground. We're going to put this here. It's still sketchy. It's tough because it depends on how big their thing is, right? On turn 5. We're adding 6 more power here. They did the same. I mean, I guess we just drop that down. Hopefully that's good enough. I'll snap. I think we got this. Unless they just play Killmonger, and then we just instantly lose. And then they just got 8 cubes out of us, which is very frustrating because I'm doubling down way too much. But... Claw. Oh, shit. Well...
I am Iron Man.
Do we win? We win by 1 point. Holy shit. We win because that's an 18 and that's a 17. We beat a Claw there. I really did not expect to beat the Claw. So the 3 power from this actually made the difference. Man, that might have been the closest game I've had in this game so far. Pretty fucking sick. The Electra actually did almost let them win, though. It was that close. All right, no more Electras, please. No more Killmongers. No more Electras. Just some cash money if we can. Kitty cat. What are you doing? They just want to pee on boxes, man. You know how cats are. 25% chance to be destroyed. That's probably best avoided. I do like Angela on the... Well, I like Ant-Man here and Angela in the middle, but Angela being to the right of Ant-Man. That way when we Iron Fist something over... Oh, man, we're going to draw fucking Korg, aren't we? Hey, we got Korg, but I mean, we're going to draw the Rock. But we can at least make them draw the Rock, too. We could do turn 4, 5, and 6 right here still, too. That's not, like, terrible. I mean, it depends on what we drop. I really like Iceman. Iceman feel... I don't... Like, it's hard to see because you don't know exactly what the effect is, but... Over there. Wonder if he checks both. I don't think so. It's an on-reveal, not ongoing. This card is fucking sick, man. It's way too strong, I feel like. Oh, we got the Nexus. I mean, Iron Man's going there. Nightcrawler's going there first, though. I think we're putting the Rock down. I think the Rock is not that bad. Holy crap, the Nexus? There's no way they beat that, right? I think we snap now before they have a chance to bounce out. That's an easy snap for me. Unless they have Killmonger, we win. He says confidently.
Wind, aid my hand.
All right, I believe there's a combo here that I'm not familiar with. God, there was something with Storm and then Quake. Marvel, Snap, Quake. What does Quake do? On reveal, if this is at the middle location, swap positions of each location. Uh-oh. We're gonna save the Iron Man. Are they gonna Quake it? They must, right? Or maybe it just to get rid of all the Nexus juice. Order lull. None of them got destroyed out of those 3. This is the final turn, a turn late, huh? This is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 power. This is 4, 5, 6, 7. They're both the same, but Iron Man's cooler. It's more than 7 power because this also completes Ant-Man. Okay.
I am Iron Man.
All right, so Storm flooding the Nexus really did suck, but I wasn't even... I was so, like, I was on the next step, like, all right, so then they're going to quake the Nexus into a different location or something. No, that's not what they were. They just destroyed it. I wasn't even paying attention. Good fucking round. Damn. I'm always happy to pick up four juicies. We finally made it back to gold. Thank God.